What's up, guys? It's your boys from Madden.com, and today we're going to be talking about pistol spread, which was a requested tip. I take all requests. If you guys have anything you guys want me to cover, just let me know in the comments, and I will try to get around to it. So, pistol spread, this is the Baltimore Ravens playbook, and this is a good formation for keeping things simple and taking advantage of the complete opposite thing that your opponent's doing on defense. So what we're going to do, as far as personnel, if you're using the Ravens, you're going to put Boykin in the slot on the left, Seth Roberts outside on the left, Willie Snead outside on the right, and then Hollywood Brown slot right. Keep Ingram. Obviously, we're going to use Lamar. As far as our custom audibles, to open this, by the way, you're going to just go to your play call screen. You're going to hit LT. Here's your custom audibles. You're going to put wide shallow cross first, fade stop second, four verts third, PA deep in fourth. Okay? So, one thing before I really get into it, I want to show you are these kind of gadget plays: zone fake jet, jet pass fake zone, and trap fake jet. So, I want to talk about these very briefly. We'll do the pass first, the fake jet zone. So, here's why I don't like keeping these in our actual audibles. What you're going to notice is when we audible out of it, our splits are whack. I don't know why EA keeps doing this. They ruin schemes when they actually change the splits for certain plays. It's just stupid, honestly. It's hard to run stuff like this because it's an obvious tell when you're running it. If you're going to want to run a gadget play, you're going to come out in it because your opponent might not notice the splits, and then you can just run it straight up. Now, however, if they don't notice the alignment, they can still know what you're running, because what you're going to see is when we snap the ball, he has a little animation. It takes a while for it to happen. And, you know, it is a good play. I do like this play a lot because we get it to Hollywood Brown in space, and it's really good blocking. So right here, like, this is probably going to be a big gain because of the look. Just like that. It's a good play. It's just a tell. Now, a good thing about this is you can flip it. So you're going to hit X or square on PS4 and then RT. That's going to flip your play, and there's no tell whatsoever that you flipped the play. Okay, so these plays are good. They just kind of ruin it because we can't use them full time in our scheme. What I will say is I love the design of trap fake jet, which is the bottom play, but unfortunately when you hand it off to your running back, I'll just show you real quick, there's like a really bad stutter. You're gonna see, you see that little, like, it's almost like he ducks down, he dips a little bit, and it just doesn't work too well because of that animation. If he could just got it and went, then it would be good, but you're just, that half a second that he dips for is just a killer to that play. But I love the design. I wish it was usable. So let's talk about the actual plays that we are going to use in this game. I should have just went back instead of going all the way to number 11, whatever. So we're going to come out and read option every single time. This is our run, and this is very simple. What you're going to do is you're going to read how many defenders are in the box. We have two outside linebackers that are on the line of scrimmage. We have two down linemen. We have two middle linebackers. If you want to run read option, you have to run it against 5 defenders or against 6 defenders. The reason you can run it against 6 defenders is more often than not, the guy with the R above his head is the guy who is going to be wasted. He's going to just be staring as we hand it off to our running back. So let's go ahead and read him. That is the read player. And if he chases our running back, we're going to use our quarterback. I don't really like running with the quarterback, so I'm going to hand it off more often than not, even if he crashes down. But we're going to see, boom, great play by the middle linebacker. Usually, I think there was a double team. Let me check if there was a double team from the right guard and right tackle. Yeah, there was. The right guard really needs to just get off that double team and pick him up. If he does that, we're going to have a big gain. So right here, 5 versus 5. Very simple. So right here, I was actually supposed to take off my quarterback. However, I said personally I don't like taking off the quarterback even with Lamar, simply because the fumbles are so bad. You can hold RB with Lamar. That's completely up to you. But me personally, it's just not for me. Now, I wouldn't really be running this scheme in the first place, personally. But it is a cute little scheme. Like, you can make it work. So, when I see a front like this and I see a single high safety, you have to tell yourself it's either cover 1 or cover 3. So what that means is we're going to have the seams open against cover 3, or if it's cover 1, we can take off with our quarterback and get a huge gain. We have escape artists with Lamar, and we can very easily get good yards. So right here, going to take off. All you have to do is hit RT or R2 on PS4. Escape artist will activate, and you just zoom out of there. So right here, we're going to run the read option. I have no idea how we got through the offensive line, but that is the ideal front to run the read option versus. So right here, this is the perfect time to run 4 verts. Now, a little mix-up you can do with 4 verts is since there's nobody over our slots, we can actually send them out. So put them both on out routes. We're gonna look to A first because he's our better player. He's faster, 98 speed. You're gonna see that was just engage A, but that's how you take advantage of people who like to base a line or bring guys in. So right here, probably the same thing, same kind of blitz or something, yeah. And that's what I like to do versus base a line. So I keep telling you my thought process for whatever front I see. Make sure you always hit RT or R2. Get a good look at who the read player is. I'm just going to hand it off to our running back. Even if he crashed down, you could still hand it off because of where he was aligned. He was like on a slot receiver. I guess sometimes, depending on the front, he's just going to squeeze through there like that. You can flip the read option if you want. You can just do it like this if you want. Completely up to you. I'll show you some of the other passing plays in just a second. So we have, so right here, this is going to be a cover 0. I personally like to do something like the same thing with the out routes because they're going to beat man coverage. Like that. Same exact thing. Keep doing the out routes. Very simple stuff. We can also do fade stop. There's quite a few different things you can do with this. You can smart route your fade stops so they'll go further. So if it's like 1st and 10, this is what your fade stops will look like if you smart route them. They actually go about 15 yards, which is nice. You can put Y and A in on hitches, put RB on a curl. Now you have some very annoying routes on the field that something's going to be open. That was a low ball. Make sure you low ball these hitches and the fade stops. Right here, we're looking at the seams. We're gonna see if we can get open in the seams. We know we're gonna beat that linebacker with Brown, so go ahead and squeeze it in. PA deep end's a pretty cool play. I put Y on a drag. You can put B on a comeback, something like this. You can leave the play action if you want with your running back. That's up to you. If you don't want to keep the play action, just simply block him. Now we have this play. A will get open versus man coverage. It's not man coverage. I really thought that I could squeeze it in there. I didn't think Jamal Adams would get out there. But yeah, that's how I like to run the play. I actually leave the play action on. You do have escape artist. So use that to your advantage in this scheme because you can actually get really big gains just by running with your quarterback. So boom, clear out everybody and it becomes like a quarterback draw. Do not take contact, slide or hold RB. Perfect time to run read option. So I would probably never run fade stop when they're pressing. When they're pressing, it's going to be probably a cover 2 or a cover 2 man. And what you can do versus a press like this is you can still run these little out routes like this. And if it's cover 2, what's going to happen is more often than not, it's going to be a cloud or a hard flat on the outside from the cornerback. If the cornerback presses, it's either cover 2 man or it's a Tampa 2, and the out routes will be open. So let's go see. Out route's going to be open because it was cover 2 man. Now, soft squats can be tricky. Soft squats can trick you because they will not press and they will still play the out route. Kinda. You can cut it off and make sure that it's not picked, but we're looking for this post almost every single time. Hold RB. I was holding RB and I still fumbled, so that's why you probably want to slide with Lamar. This is the perfect time to run fade stops. You can run obviously forwards too if you want. You can just simply put these guys in flats, put our running back on a curl, and you're gonna low ball your outside fade stops like this. If we don't get sacked. If you're worried about getting sacked, you can not smart route your fade stop. So we'll do just leave them on whatever they're doing, and then so something like this. Just low ball it, and it will not get picked. It can be like broken up, but it will not get picked. Fade stops again. We're gonna smart route them this time. We have 2 short hitches that we can hit. Low ball them. Very annoying stuff. And this is how I would run pistol spread. So is it a scheme that I'm running full time? No. But I just wanted to show you what you're looking for when you do run it. You basically just want to do the opposite of what your opponent's doing. And if you do that, you just know what you're looking for. You know they're in a cover 3. You know they're in a cover 1. You know exactly what to do based on those formations. So I'll do something like this now. We'll have a flat fade, smart routed fade stop on the right, and then a fade stop and a hitch on the left. You can just mix it up like this. That was actually to the other guy. I don't know how that happened. One thing I want to show you, this is actually important. So you can actually get picked off if you throw it a little early. So what you're going to see is he does get room on his break. If you throw it right on his break, it will not get picked. But you see how he comes back, and then if you throw it like kind of in between throwing it early and throwing it late, he can just kind of sprint and pick it off. But that's the only way. If he sits on it, he cannot pick it off. Just like that, take advantage of the seams. And it's quite simple, guys. So that's it for pistol spread. Any questions, let me know. Any requests, you can also leave those in the comment section. And if you're new to the channel, welcome. Make sure you subscribe for daily Madden 20 content. I'll see you guys later.